Good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Mark Love, and today we're going to be walking around an adventure wagon. Now, first, a little history about the adventure wagon. It's a collaboration between Winnebago and Adventure Wagon out of Portland, Oregon. And they really are a platform for a do-it-yourselfer in a way. You've got everything in there you need to go camping for a weekend or longer with your family. But if you want to take everything out of that and use it as a cargo van, or maybe add more seats and use it as a passenger van for taking the kids to school, there's a lot of versatility with this product, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when we go inside. But let's start by walking around the outside. First off, this is the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and this is on the 3-liter V6 engine, 188 horsepower. Let's take a look at that real quick. Before I go too much farther, I do want to talk about one thing. You notice we have a sign there that says hail sale. This came up out of our Fountain location where they did get a hailstorm, but the hail is primarily on the hood. And I defy you to walk up and find it unless you get right down here. Now I can see a couple of the dents. They're very small, but there is hail there. So if you're looking for a bargain, this is a coach you can get into for under $70,000, and it will have a little bit of hail. This vent is going to be replaced. Like I say, it's very minor, and you could get a heck of a deal if you want to go that route. Okay, let's take a look what we've got under the hood here. Now this is the, like I said, the 3-liter 6-cylinder engine. Mercedes has recently changed the Sprinter chassis. It's now a 4-cylinder engine, but you can see how easy it is to access everything, your oil, your coolant, your all your fluids. You do have a terminal here for jumping your coach if you need to, or if you have to give somebody a jump. There's your positive terminal. You've got a negative post over there on the chassis. But this platform, this engine has been a workhorse for years and years. FedEx, UPS, all the delivery companies use them because they're known for running several 100,000 miles, and they actually get you a little better gas mileage than you're going to find on a gas coach. So once again, the V6 motor, not the V4, on the original rear-wheel drive Sprinter chassis is what these are built on. Let's take a walk down the driver's side. One thing I like that they do is very heavy-duty running boards. You see you've got a couple of tie-downs here, maybe for your dog, or you might have a mountain bike you have to leave outside. You want to get it tied down. Nice simulated leather seats, very comfortable with lumbar support, and they are an electric seat. You move them in and out, up and down right here, tilt back. You do have some memory settings right there. Also, for any of you looking for the gas tank, we've had people call us after they leave from the gas station, can't figure out where it is. It's right here. So when that's closed and the door is shut, it's very safe. People can't come up and steal your gas. And also something that you may need to get into once in a while, these are the fuses for our chassis. They've got everything labeled there for you. Easy to access. Okay, let's move down. Now another unique feature about this, it only has the chassis battery. There isn't a house battery in here. Now you do have a disconnect that connects the rest of the house, your lights, your outlets, and so forth. But there isn't a separate chassis battery, and there's no holding tanks on these. One of the beauties of that is you don't have to worry about winterizing it. The only furnace or heater that comes with it is the dash heater, but there are options to put in an S-bar heater underneath the seat. There's a lot that you can do with this, and once again, Adventure Wagon out of Portland, Oregon has a lot of accessories they sell with it, and we could help you out there if you have any questions. Okay, as we move around the back, again, this is the 1-ton chassis. You have dual wheels. That means it's rated to pull 5,000 pounds. You've got your 2-inch receiver right here. your 7-way plug. So you're all set up for towing a small trailer or a boat, something like that. If we take a look inside the back here, a couple of things I'll point out from back here. First of all, they use this L-track system throughout, on the floor, on the sidewalls, and even on the ceiling you notice it. So that makes everything here very modular, very easy to move things around, configure it the way you want to. We also have some USB ports and a 12-volt outlet over here. Access to the fuses for the coach right behind there. They've got a nice kind of a tweed lining here, and there is actually 3 layers of insulation, so it does keep you quite warm, especially if you're going to use them for the winter. Maybe add that heater that can go under the passenger seat. You could take it to the ski resort and very easily spend the night there, keeping you warm inside. Okay, one of the great features that come with it is this EcoFlow. They call it a generator, but what it is, it's a lithium battery with an inverter. Once it's charged, and I don't know if this one got charged or not, apparently it did. So it's showing we have 100% full charge, 10 days of use. And there's many ways to tap into this. For small electronics, you've got your USB ports here. We do have a 20 amp 110 outlet, and we also have a 30 amp outlet here. So if you were gonna maybe gut this out, haul a load of lumber, and use it on a construction site, you've got a place where you can plug in your saws, plug in your compressor, and run it for quite a while from right here. Now over on the side, you can't really see it, but we have our inputs, and there's a couple of different ways to charge it. Again, we've got a 12 volt and a USB. From our 12 volt, we can plug it right into here. That would mean it's charging as you're going down the road. You also can plug in a 110 outlet and maybe at home or in your garage, run a cord out here, charge it up in your garage. One of the nice things about this, it comes with a cooler that I'll show you up front. One of the reps for Winnebago used this to actually travel in, and he plugged his cooler into this, used it for almost 10 days without having to worry about charging it. So you do get a lot of durability and longevity out of these, and you can actually buy a second and a third battery pack. So we've got 360 amp hours with a single battery. With 2 additional ones, you could have 10,800 amp hours, and that's quite a lot of power. Like I say, if you're building a cabin out in the woods, this would be ideal to use as a generator. A couple other things I'll point out. The back has these magnetic window covers, and they do zip down. You can see your back window there. So these magnetic covers are throughout. They will cover your side windows, the window on your door, your back windows. So you can completely black it out at night when you're getting ready to go to bed. Let's go ahead and shut this up. See, we've got our other one over here. As we come around the driver's side, another thing you'll notice is there's no awning on this. There's no air conditioner on top. Like I say, it's basically a van that has a conversion kit that you could use for camping very easily. But, you know, if you want something with a little more amenities, you might want to look at the Winnebago Travado, maybe the ERAs, or jump up to a Navion. There's other coaches that use this chassis and this engine that give you more of the camping features. Okay, now we do have electric doors on these. Just give the handle a pull, it slides open. And one of the first things I want to point out right here is your RVIA sticker. What that means is it is recognized as a motorhome. So you can get financing on these as a motorhome or as just a passenger vehicle. So it's very important to have that sticker. Also, as we look inside, you can see we've got our fire extinguisher right there behind the driver's seat or passenger seat. You can see the L-track right here. This seat is very modular. You can see how it's bolted in, and you can actually buy different size seats. They have the 16-inch wide. This is one of the 19-inch wide ones that has the armrest. With the 19, you can only get 2 across here. With the 16-inch, you could actually get 3 seats all the way across. As we look up above, we have a nice shelf up here, and we do have what these are our blackout shades for the front windows. So when it comes time to go to bed at night, you cover the windshield, both side windows. You've got the magnetic covers for the side windows in the back. You can get this completely dark. Now, I mentioned right down here, you can see there is a battery disconnect. And what this is, it's disconnecting that chassis battery under the hood from all of the components in the back, such as these lights. And these are designed that if you just push and hold them, they do come on brighter. And then actually, let's see, you can change them to red. There you go, with a couple of quick pushes, and again, they get lighter and darker. So at night, maybe you don't want the bright ones. You got to do that push real fast to get it to change. Winnebago does add a fantastic fan here. Again, running off the 12-volt chassis battery. This is a great fan for drawing air through here. So if you open a window in the back, open this up, turn it on, you're going to get a nice breeze coming through here. So maybe at night, that's all you need to do to cool it down. Okay, up here you also see we've got our L-tracks on the roof. Now, they provide these mule bags, they call them, and these flip up and get out of the way. Nice magnet up there. And these are rated at 100 pounds each. You can see we've got our Winnebago manuals in this one. But one of the nice things about it, if you're holding stuff in your hand, you can open and close them with one hand. You got places over here to tie things in, a couple of nets on the side. So you get 2 of these 100-pound rated bags. And then you can see in the back we have 2 doubles. Those will be 200-pound rated bags. And they all bolt into this track system. If you look up in this one, you can see there's some wing nuts to undo the top, and then you've got some nuts that take it off the wall. If you wanted to hang something right here, I've seen a hammock put up here, and it'll hold a 250-pound person. So, you know, there's, like I say, a lot of versatility, a lot of different things you can do. If you want to use it for extra sleeping, there's a way to do that. Okay, this may not look like it, but this is our kitchen, believe it or not. As I said, there's no holding tanks, but what you do get standard is this 3-gallon water jug. You can see it's got a tube, and you can run it up through either side. This is magnetic on the bottom. You'd run your hose through here, plug it in, and this is an electric pump. You can charge it right off your USB ports in the back. You can even carry extra one of these. I've heard people say they're going to mix their margaritas in it. Well, unless you're drinking it right away, don't do that. I would prefer a fresh margarita. And like I say, you can see there's a spot here for 2 of those jugs. And actually, there's a lot you could do here. You could figure out how to get one of those 7-gallon water jugs in there, hook it up to the water pump, and make it work. Okay, a little more storage over here. And if you look down here on the floor, you can see that we can unbolt it from the floor and completely take this out, move it to the back, configure it any way you want. In fact, a couple of guys in here working together probably could strip this clean in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. All you need is the right wrench and a little bit of manpower. You can pull it all out and have an empty van. Okay, they also provide you with a portable sink right here, and this kind of got a holder here, collapses up and down. So, you know, if you're prepping food, maybe washing dishes or something, and you get done, you could just throw it out. There was a customer that they actually cut in a regular sink here, and they used one of these jugs as a gray tank, more or less. So they had a drain in it, had their fresh water. It was very ingenious the way they did it, but as I mentioned before, this is kind of designed with the do-it-yourselfer in mind. Okay, under the sink here, we've got a little movable platform, a little seat, and underneath we do have a portable toilet. Now, this is a canister toilet. Of course, you take the top off when it's time to dump it. One of the beauties of these is you can dump them anywhere in an outhouse. You don't have to go to an RV dump station to use it. Again, completely modular. And then right here, we've got our Dometic cooler. And here is the cord. So you can see there's a couple of different ways you can charge it. You can do it by 12 volt. You can charge it off 110 to cool it down, or you can plug it directly in to your EcoFlow lithium generator there and run it off that. So again, very versatile. You do have a couple more USBs and 12 volt right here on the side. Not a huge cooler, but big enough to carry drinks or, you know, your frozen foods or something. If you're going out for just a weekend or a few days, you could keep everything cold very easily. And again, 4 wing nuts, take those off. The whole thing can be lifted out or moved to the back, wherever you want to put it. Okay, let's talk about the bed system here. This is called the Moab bed, which stands for the mother of all beds. Now, these 3 cushions, they actually zip together. I went ahead and unzipped this one to show you how versatile they are. In this setup, you've got almost a queen bed. 2 people could sleep there very easily, but maybe you don't need that much room. Maybe you just need the 2 cushions in the back. So you could take this out, and this platform is designed to be taken out. And again, you can remove all 3 of them quite easily. I think I'm going to set this right back here for now. So each one, this comes in third, each one removes the same way, and it doesn't take that long to, you know, maybe take the bed out altogether if you really aren't going to be using it for sleeping. But let's say you are. Let's say you want extra sleeping. You've got these tracks here for the bed, and you can buy another set, put it up higher, maybe one at this level, put that one down a little bit lower. That's why this is kind of made to collapse. As you go up, you know, you've got less room up here, so you tighten it up, put your Moab bed, maybe have 2 layers here, you could have a 3rd one below. You can see how it potentially could sleep 4 or 5 or 6 people. If you want to use a hammock, you could load this up with the whole baseball team almost. So again, the Moab bed, mother of all beds, is available through Adventure Wagon, and it really is a versatile system to use. I told you we had a couple more of the mule bags here. And again, these are rated at 200 pounds, and it's open all the way through. You have one on each side. You also have, again, our magnetic window covers. So very easy at night. There we go. To get that covered, you can cover all the windows back here, the window on your door. You have the shades for up front. Easy to make this a good place to sleep with. And I'm just going to talk about the chassis real briefly here, or the cockpit, I guess. So this is the Mercedes Sprinter. One thing about it, it's very comfortable to drive. I've driven them a lot back and forth from Denver to Grand Junction, about a 3.5 hour drive, and one of the more comfortable units that you'll ever find. Now, if I get my accessories on, I don't have to start it up. You know, I can turn on my radio and stuff. It is a push button start, so when I do get it started, what you've got here at your fingertips, you've got controls on this side for what you see in the dash. Maybe you want to scroll through your navigation, your radio. your media center. You also have your cruise control over here on the left. You set it right here. There is your warning system that'll let you know as you're approaching traffic on your cruise control, and you set the distance right there. Over on this side, this kind of controls our main screen, what you see over here on the right. And the whole thing is sort of designed to keep your hands and your eyes forward and on the road. And then of course, whenever you put this in reverse, your backup camera is going to automatically come on. Now, you've got a few different views. That's sort of the standard one. Maybe you're pulling a trailer, want to keep an eye on it. You do have more of a wide angle view from there. I like this one if you have a trailer because you're looking right down where your hitch is. Very easy to back up to that boat or whatever you're hauling and line it up directly right there. So nice camera. This does have the Hey Mercedes system, so if you want to, you can see it's coming on. I can say navigate me home, provided you do have you know, your home already programmed in here. Very convenient system. We'll change the radio so you can do a lot of things through the MBUX radio without even having to use your finger controls here. Simple dash, AC, emergency lights, and Mercedes wants to talk to me right now. I'm going to go ahead and shut her off. Run this up, and then shut the whole thing down. That's okay, Mercedes. I'll talk to you later. Okay, and then one other thing I want to point out. We're going to step outside right now. We have an event coming up this weekend at the Budweiser Center in Fort Collins or Loveland, and we're going to be giving away a mountain bike. So for those of you that want to go out and see a lot of these different vehicles, this is AC. He's going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is the mountain bike that we're giving away. So please, if you're in the area, stop out to the adventure show. Take a look. We're going to have an Echo there. We're going to have 27 North, who's actually the company giving away this bike. There'll be several other vendors, and Winnebago will be there with some of their units. So great chance to come out and see a lot of the off-road specialty vehicles, a lot of accessories that you might want to get if you're doing more of the off-grid camping. So once again, that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Budweiser Center in Loveland. Once again, I'm Mark Love. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I think they're showing my information on the screen there. Happy trails, my friends. Drive careful, and we'll see you next time.